Welcome back, y'all camo pants, gas station burrito gourmets, y'all porch sitters with 3 lawn chairs and 1 dog, good old boys still calling Mountain Dew breakfast. HunkerDown Hobo here, brushing deer ticks off my ribs and staring down the business end of another bad idea. Today, we're talking about how not to get scooped up, locked down, or stepped on by some dude in tactical cargo shorts who thinks your tarp is a national security threat. The world's full of folks hunting, not deer, not ducks. Nah, they're hunting anything that moves weird and don't pay rent. You ever been chased out of a drainage ditch by a man with a clipboard and a GoPro? I have. Twice. One of them offered granola after. This ain't about running. This is about vanishing, like a Coors Light at a family reunion. 10 ways to slip the leash, shake the spotlight, and keep on trucking. Let's get to it. 1. Stay dirty, stay gone. Clean gets noticed. Clean means money, means jobs, means expectations. You walk into a Dollar General smelling like a bounce sheet and wearing jeans that still got factory fold marks. Folks think you're the manager. You shuffle in looking like you've been sleeping in an oil pan and smelling like the backseat of a bait truck in July. They don't even make eye contact. That's what we want. You don't want attention. You want avoidance. You want to look like someone who's going to ask to borrow jumper cables and then talk about raccoon jerky for 45 minutes. Roll in a ditch. Wipe your face with a fried chicken bag. Grease is camo. Dirt is freedom. If your pants can stand up without you in them, you're on the right track. 2. The hillbilly hologram. Ain't got backup? Build some. 2 sticks, old hoodie, busted lawn chair, maybe a half-empty beer can duct taped to a garden claw for realism. Sit it up looking like it's taking a break from fixing a lawnmower that ain't his. From 20 feet back, looks like a guy named Randy who owes everyone money. That's cover. Cops slow down, game wardens squint, neighborhood watch calls it in. Meanwhile, you're belly crawling through kudzu like a possum with a secret. Change its hat every so often so folks think it's moving. Don't let it sit in the rain. Wet Randy smells like child support and bad decisions. Rule is, if it's ugly, slouched, and smoking a pretend cigarette, it'll buy you just enough time to disappear behind a Dollar Tree dumpster. 3rd porta potty teleportation. You ever hide from the law inside a sun-baked porta potty in August while eating a Slim Jim and praying for dimensional travel? I have. Let me tell you, nothing makes people stop looking like the stank of blue chemical doom. They'll open that door, gag, and shut it so fast you'd think Satan himself was inside taking a victory lap. One time I yelled occupied in a possum voice and heard 3 cops change career paths. Another time I carved fake runes in the plastic wall and whispered, "The portal demands sacrifice." Nobody came back. It ain't stealth, it's psychological warfare. Nobody wants to arrest a man willing to stew in his own fumes for freedom. You want to disappear? Climb in, lock it, and let the smell cast you into legend. 4. The invisible conference call. Stick a paperclip in your ear, or a twig, bit of wire if you're fancy. Doesn't matter, just needs to look like something that might cost money. Then start walking. Fast. Not jogging. Important walking. One hand on your hip, the other waving at nobody. Talk loud. Real loud. Say stuff like, "No, tell Brazil we ain't signing nothing till the ostrich arrives." Or, "If Gary's still in the well, that's HR's problem." You don't look homeless, you look busy, confused but corporate, like you invoiced by the crisis. I walked through 3 city blocks muttering, "Put the chicken down and back away from the copier," and nobody made eye contact. Man in a vest gave me his coffee. That's power. 5. The Thorn Burrito Protocol. Your camp's real close, but you don't go to it. You go around it like you're sneaking into Area 51 with a warrant on your head. First step, booby trap the entry. Take a Taco Bell burrito, extra lettuce, no dignity. Leave it to rot inside a busted Sonic bag stuffed in a thorn pile. Week later, it smells like Satan's diaper. Nobody's pushing through that. One time I added a tampon box and a dead lizard for flavor. Looked like a crime scene, smelled like regret. Toss a busted flip-flop by the creek for confusion. Then circle wide, real wide. Ghost tour through poison ivy, raccoon piss, and the shattered dreams of 3 high school dropouts. If they ain't itching, limping, or explaining something to animal control, you didn't plant enough chaos to deter. 6. The hobo minefield. You don't need tech, you need trash. Not just any garbage. We talking that high-grade, crispy, crackly throwaway. Stuff that sounds like stepping on a possum with a snare drum. Crushed to-go boxes, busted CD cases, dry foam trays, creamer bottles, blister packs, anything that snaps, pops, or hollers when it dies. You plant them shallow under the pine needles or dry leaves like acoustic landmines. First step in, and it's a backyard percussion solo from the ghost of Walmart past. I call it the snap crackle F off zone. I laid one down by accident once just being sloppy, and still caught a guy trying to creep in wearing sandals. Hit a pizza box and 2 CD shards. Sounded like a squirrel got stuck in a kitchen drawer full of forks. I was packed and gone before his second foot found dirt. If your camp don't scream when stepped on, you're just begging for company. 7. The Blair Witch Detour Deterrent. You don't just hide your camp, you make folks not want to find it. You turn the trail in like it's whispering bad ideas. Step 1, weird shit. Hang stick figures from trees, twine, bones, bottle caps, anything that screams, this path ends in banjos and regret. Sprinkle animal bones if you find them. Possum jaw, raccoon paw, bucket full of feathers. One time I set an old toilet dead center in the path with a baby doll head sitting on it and a pork rind crown. Cop saw it and backed out like he interrupted a cult picnic. You don't need a wall, you need a vibe. If the trail looks like the woods are watching you, ain't nobody gonna push through just to find a man sleeping in a tarp burrito. 8. The garbage dump decoy. How about a tarp, homemade, stitched from trash bags and twine, covered in moss, sticks, and a Barbie leg jammed in a mayonnaise jar like she died crawling out. Up front, you got a milk crate altar, 3 empty monster cans standing like dented soldiers, a raccoon skull perched up top, and a half-melted bag of gas station egg salad dripping off the side like it's been praying for death. Taped to the crate, crooked and sun-faded, is a photo of David Hasselhoff staring into the woods like he knows what you did. Off to the side, there's a busted sofa cushion with a yellow-brown stain shaped like a shrieking goat mid-exorcism. Smells like beef jerky and old man pants. You don't need to hide your camp. You just need the hill to say, turn around, son. Ain't nothing worth seeing here. 9. The sound of nope. You ever scare off a grown man with a Bluetooth speaker and a Bigfoot scream? I have. Heard boots crunching near camp, so I hit play on a howl that sounded like a moose having a panic attack in a meat grinder. Flashlight froze. Dude made a noise like a balloon losing confidence and bolted. If that don't do it, mix in a mountain lion screech and a rattlesnake buzz. Nature's eviction notice. I once made a playlist called Cryptid Country Jams Volume 1, set it on loop and left it playing by the trail. Next morning, found a half-eaten Nature Valley bar and tire tracks heading the wrong way. He didn't report a trespass. He reported Mothman, and he meant it. So that's your guide to staying out of trouble and off the dinner plate. Stay dirty, stay tricky, stay laughing. Government'll try, critters'll sniff, but long as you play it smart, you ain't supper yet. This was HunkerDown Hobo. Hope your campfire's warm, hope your boots don't leak, and I hope your road don't suck for you. And remember, if you look like roadkill already, ain't no dog gonna chase you. Take care out there.